Okay, are you ready, baby? Say hello to Harleigh. No, not Harleigh. Harleigh, the adorable character giraffe I'm going to bring to life through art. Hello, and welcome back to my creative corner, where I conjure up artistic wonder and sprinkle them with a generous dose of charm and whimsy. I can't say that with a straight face. Now, before we get started, I have to gather some inspiration. I tried to tap into the AI magic of DALL-E, but oh boy, it generated a wonky bunch of images that would make Picasso blush.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
No worries though, I can still use this as a template. Sitting pose? Perfect starting point. I also headed over to unsplash.com for some fantastic reference photographs. In the world of Photoshop, I set up an 8.5 by 11 portrait canvas. By aligning guidelines, I added a 1/2-inch printing margin. Using the AI generated image as a template, I'm ready to embrace this majestic creation. I can't talk. The three essential drawing tools. The three essential drawing tools that I'll be using are the polygonal lasso tool, the rectangle marquee tool, and the oval marquee tool. With a bit of select transform and some distortion magic, I'll fill in the shapes with the paint bucket tool. Sorry, I didn't capture the beginning stages of creating this artwork, so I'll have to explain how I got to this point. I started with the face by mapping out the basic shapes. I really only used the AI image as a guide for proportions, and I relied on stock photos mostly to build out this character's profile. A giraffe's legs are very long and skinny, and the sitting pose just doesn't capture that feature. I wanted to show off all 4 legs and their tail within a standing pose. I experimented with more of an asymmetrical composition, which I find more appealing. Once I had the fundamental body shape, I could create my character's individuality through their spots. The finishing touches included the tufts of fur on the horns and tail. I thought I was done, but I decided to change a few things, and this is when I began to record. The forehead definitely needed spots. I took inspiration from this particular photo. I also didn't like the textured brush I used for the fur. It didn't fit in with the rest of the image, and this will be trickier to process onto the silk screen, so I used a solid shape instead. Pro tip, my fellow creators, label your layers. Label your layers. He's gone now. To keep things organized, I'm giving each body part its own layer. This will make adjustments so much easier to navigate. I decided early on to use 3 color plates. A light brown for the base layer, a darker brown for the second layer, and black, which is the top layer. Once the image is done, I'll separate each layer into their respective folders. I had to make a few adjustments, for example, ensuring all of my shadows were only appearing on the black layer. Voila! Organized artistry at its finest. On to preparing the file for printing. I'm applying the color overlay effect in 100% black to each plate layer, and then converting to a black and white bitmap. We'll turn this into a mind-blowing halftone with 230 pixels per inch and a frequency of 55 lines per inch, and then print this out on transparency film. Okay, now it's time to get down and dirty with the real deal. Processing. I've got my screens all prepped and ready to go. They've been hibernating like bear cubs for a week, and it's time to wake them up. Let us bring one into the light and transfer the image. The silk screen goes down and motion side up, like a sunbathing giraffe. The transparency film with our artwork rests ink side down, and the glass on top diffuses the light. The timer is set for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's make some magic happen. Behold the magic of screen printing. As I gently... Honey,
you're in the way. All I see is your tail.
As I gently wash away the emulsion, the giraffe emerges like a superstar. Like a superstar. A grin-worthy result. But wait, disaster strikes. No brown ink? What kind of world are we living in? Fear not, I'm going to mix my inks and create my own brown. The beige is a breeze, but the darker brown is mischievous. I momentarily forgot my color wisdom and created a dull purple. Watch out, color theory, I'm going rogue. Time to hit the rewind button and try yellow, red, and black for a bold comeback. For the canvas, I've got my archival paper ready. 100% cotton, ripe for artistic greatness. We're talking about VIP treatment for Harleigh. Time to cut it down to size, and we're making 2 striking portrait prints, each measuring 15 by 22 inches, because size does matter, right? I'm also going to create more prints with smaller sheets, so there I am cutting paper like Edward Scissorhands on a mission. My clamp setup might be a bit too small, but who needs clamps? I'll freehand it like a rebel and use my cutting mat grid to register the pages. A little bit of sweat, a lot of patience, and there you have it. The first and second layers are done and looking fabulous. But my journey doesn't end there, my friends. Oh no, I still need to conquer the elusive black plate for some finishing touches. Back in Photoshop, I'll print out the black plate, but I can fit another image on my silk screens. So hold on to your hats. With a wave of my digital wand, I resize the image, and now we've got a 5x7 greeting card also in the works. Can you say giraffe-tastic? I'm creating a giraffe army of cuteness. Behold, the moment of truth arrives. Harleigh, the baby giraffe, has come to life in a burst of color and creativity. I'm beyond ecstatic with the final outcome, and my friends are going to be blown away by this heartfelt baby shower gift. Although aligning the templates was trickier than teaching a giraffe ballet, I managed to create not one, but 4 jaw-dropping 15 by 22 inch prints. I gifted 2 away before taking a snapshot. Classic artist's move, right? I've also conquered the 8.5 by 11s and created some stunning 5 by 7 greeting cards. Thank you for joining me on this wild artistic adventure. Remember, art is all about embracing the quirks and turning them into something extraordinary. If you enjoyed watching me weave my magic, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for more thrilling projects. Until next time, keep creating and spreading the art love. Stay wild and artful. Bye for now.